Hi, this is Ginger from My Sister Scrapper. Today I have a project for Graphic 45. This is a little Dutch fold card that I created using the Graphic 45 Precious Memories collection. This is one of their new collections that they just released. So what I have on the front here is this cute little image that I cut from the design paper, and then I backed it with some solid blue cardstock that was from one of their other collections. And then I added some more design paper here, and then I added a little bow here and some little petaloo flowers. I did take my Wink of Stella pen, the clear one, and went ahead and went over the little flowers here on this image. And I inked around all the edges with walnut stain. So the way the card works is it opens like this, and then it opens like this. And you can either stamp a sentiment here if you want, or you can just handwrite your message here, but I left mine plain. So I'm going to show you how I created this card. So what you're going to need to make the card is a piece for your base, and I used the ivory cardstock, and this piece measures 8 inches by 7 1/8 inches. And then you're going to need some design paper here for the inside of the card, which is this blue piece right here for this inside section right here. This blue piece measures 3 3/4 by 4 1/2, and the design paper I'm going to use is going to measure 3 1/2 by 4 1/4, and then this little ivory piece is going to measure 3 by 3 3/4. So those are the pieces that we're going to use for the inside, and I'll give you the measurements of the other pieces once we get the card ready to go. So what you're going to need is your scoreboard first. And again, this piece measures 7 1/8 by 8 inches. So what you're going to do is you're going to place your cardstock in your scoreboard with the 8 inches running across the top, and you're going to make the first score mark at 2 inches and the next score mark at 6 inches. Okay. Then you're going to go ahead and rotate it quarter turn. So now your 7 1/8 is running across the top, and your first score mark is going to be at 2 3/8, and that's the little tick mark before the 2 1/2, and you're going to go ahead and score that. Then you're going to take it and you're going to flip it all the way around, because we want to score the other side at the same mark at 2 3/8, but this time we're not going to score all the way down. And if it's easier for you to do this in your paper trimmer, you can. So you're going to go ahead and again score at 2 3/8, but you're going to stop at that 2-inch score line right here. We want to leave this big middle section here not scored. So we're going to go ahead and just score it right to there, and then bring it down and score right here. And again, this might be easier for you to do it in your paper trimmer. You know, just move the blade and use your scoreboard or your scoring tool. But you're going to score here, leave this big section open, and then go ahead and bring it down like this. Okay, so we're done with our scoreboard. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our either paper trimmer or your scissors, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead, and this piece here that we scored all the way across is going to be our top flap. So what we want to do is we want to remove some of these sections here. So on the 2 3/8 score mark that you put and you left the big section open, what we're going to do is we're going to cut that one section out. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to trim, get my pen. We're going to remove this section here, right here. Okay. So we're going to put this, probably easier to do it this way, put the 2-inch score mark in there, and you've got the piece that we scored up 2 3/8 all the way across is going this way. We're going to go ahead and remove that, and we're going to stop at that second 2 3/8 mark and do the same thing on this side. Again, stopping at that last score mark. And then I'm just going to use my scissors. We're going to go ahead and remove this section right here. Okay. And take this section off. Okay. So now we have something that looks like this. So we're going to go ahead and fold on our score marks, and that'll make it make a little more sense here. So these two little flaps down here that we left are going to be our little doors, our little Dutch fold of our card. So that's the base of your card. We have the flap here, and then we have the two little flaps here. Now we're just going to go ahead and add our design paper and build our card. So for this piece here, I'm going to use a piece of this blue right here. And this actually blue is from the Graphic 45, the 6x6 Come Away With Me Patterns and Solids. So, because I thought the blue matched, so I'm going to go ahead and add that piece right there. And this blue piece measures 3 3/4 by 2 1/8. So we're going to put that on here like this. And then we're going to put some on our little doors here. And these little blue pieces here measure 1 3/4 by 2 1/4. So you're going to need 4 of those for the little doors at the bottom. The first card I made it kind of like a little girl version because I put flowers on it. So this one I'm going to make it more like a little boy version of the card. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and layer on another color of paper here, and I picked this little plaid here, and this is part of the design paper from Precious Memories, and that's going to go right there on top like that. This paper is adorable. It's so gorgeous. Love the images. Super pretty paper. So I'm going to layer that right on top. And then again, we want to go ahead and layer these as well. We're going to have some for this, some for this, right here, and right here. Okay. And this piece, if I didn't tell you, measures 3 1/2 by 1 7/8. And these little bottom pieces are going to be 1 1/2 by 2. And again, you'll need 4 of those. So we're going to do the inside. You don't have to do the inside. You could leave it plain if you wanted, but I wanted to decorate the inside as well. So now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and put those, let's put our image on the front here. So for my image, I'm going to go ahead and use this little card here. This is one of the journaling spots. And then I'm going to layer a piece of blue on here. And then I'm going to go ahead and layer, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer this up and then pop it up. I did it a little bit different on the original, but we're going to do it this way. So we basically have the card constructed. We just want to have something here that's going to come down here to hold our little doors closed. So my little image, isn't he cute with holding a little puppy dog? Measures 2 inches by 2 3/4. So I'm going to put it again on a piece of that solid blue, which is 2 1/4 by 3. Layer that on top. And I've already inked around all of my edges just to save a little time here. And again, this is one of the 3x4 cut aparts from the paper collection. I'm going to go ahead and put that on right there, but what we want to do is we want to center it, but we only want to put adhesive on this top portion, okay? We don't want to glue it down because this is just going to, we're just going to glue it on the top half. So go ahead and put those little pink hearts adorable on the back. Okay. So now go going to go ahead and put this down, and we're just going to center it like that. And again, we've only got glue on that top portion. We don't have any adhesive on this portion. Now we're going to take our cute little baby boy, and we're going to put him right there on the front. And I'm going to use some dimensional foam tape. So get that one just a little too long. Worked. And I'll put one. I know, I probably overdo it on the foam tape, but oh well. Want it to lay flat. So we're going to go ahead and put that right there. I know I'm covered up my flowers, but it's all good. Like that. Okay. Isn't he adorable? Love it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and decorate the inside. So we're going to put this up. I've got another piece of blue right here. And again, this piece measures 2 1/8 by 3 3/4. It's going to go right there. And then this has my little pink hearts on it, and they're upside down. So I went ahead and cut an extra piece that's going to measure, so I can put it on there like that, just to cover that up. And it matches the front because it's supposed to be a little boy card. Not that little boys can't have pink hearts, but they're upside down. And that would bug me. So here we go. We're going to add this here. Pretty. Okay, now we're going to decorate the inside. So again, we have our piece of solid blue that measures 3 3/4 by 4 1/2. And again, this solid blue is from the Graphic 45 6x6 Patterns in Solids from the Come Away With Me collection, because that's what I had. One thing about Graphic 45, a lot of times, to me, I think a lot of their collections all go together. They just mix and match so well. And then the pattern piece we're going to put on next is 3 1/2 by 4 1/4. And then our little piece of ivory, so we can write our sentiment or stamp your sentiment, whatever you want to do, is 3 by 3 3/4. And I'm going to round the edges, and I'm going to use this little Fiskars scallop punch here for my corners really quick. You could leave them square if you want, but I thought this made it look a little more dainty. Okay, I'm going to add this piece. And I'm going to center that right in there. Now we're going to decorate our flaps. Again, you don't have to. You can leave them plain like that, but I went ahead and cut some paper, and they would be the same sizes as the ones that we did on the outside. Again, the solid is 1 3/4 by 2 1/4. these two pieces are going to go right on here. Okay, so there you go. That's our little Dutch fold card. And then I went ahead and pre-tied a little bow that I thought the little brown would look cute. So I'm going to put that right there. I'm going to use some Fabri-Tac to put that on. And we're going to set that right there on that. So there you go, everybody. That's my little Dutch fold card using the Graphic 45 Precious Memories paper collection. There's the little girl version and the cute little boy version. There you go. Thanks for watching. Bye.